Mexico, the land of enchantment, and today home to the Isleta New Mexico Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ragin' Cajuns offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Ragin' Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into this season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Makes the catch. It's Dennis. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Ragin' Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Ragin' Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns look to keep this drive humming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dennis. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. The corners are walked up tight. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It is good! And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Jackson gonna throw it. He's gonna take off. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Gives it on the option. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Woodhead. And they get him down. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Direct snap. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Makes the catch. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Jackson will throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Snagged in the middle. It's Dennis. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Dennis. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got out of trouble and throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down, they'll go to the air. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down, he'll throw it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he puts through the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. He's gonna run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Floats it out in space. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll go right back to him. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these 2 programs together given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
The Raging Cajuns will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses. By 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Jackson will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hoffman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hauls it in. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Dennis. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Using the quick game, he'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Finds us back in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They're dealing with a second and long. Jackson going to throw it. A little screen to the running back.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On target over the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Woodhead. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got room at the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Now the play fake. Under fire. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We reach the bridge. Arkansas has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they're going to settle for a field goal attempt here instead of going for it. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability of throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6, Jackson will throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Under fire. Finds his tight end.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, better look out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Fires into the end zone. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Makes the grab. It's Dennis. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Dennis. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Dennis. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Raging Cajuns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoffman. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On the move. A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Zings it complete to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Jackson going to throw it. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off and may ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking at it to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had